point, I'm sure it's traumatic on every level because it's like you can feel that baby like move, like that baby is forming into an actual human inside of you.
If you can get like an ultrasound where you can see like a face, like that's when I'm like, as much as I'm like very, very pro abortion,
exactly.
that like once you can see a face in that ultrasound, I'm like, nah, dog.
And it's like even if you don't want to like be a mother anymore at that point, personally, I'm like, just adoption because that's just like so traumatic,
but like, I mean, obviously if it's like posing a physical threat to you or the baby, like that's when it's time,
that's when it's necessary.
But yeah, it's like, it's definitely like, that's why I get so like mad when people are like talking about like how terrible late term abortion is and like that these people who do this are monsters. I'm like, you don't understand.
Like, people don't usually go out of their way to do it just because they like don't feel like it.
That's not
like,
how this
once
works.
you get to that point, it's usually like
it's just like a horrific thing that happens.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, so then she's like, that's a little more complicated. It's late term. You're basically 5 months along. You could also seek like adoption like options. I don't know. And then the doctor like walks away and it's all very scary. And then we're with Anya and Riley. They're like doing homework on the picnic tables and she calls Zane over to help with their algebra homework. And that's kind of the end of this storyline. It's like, okay, I guess Riley and Zane are maybe hanging out again. Maybe. I don't know. It was kind of weird. And then
weird C plot. And they just like, they're kind of flirty though, which is always fun.
Yeah. And then we're with Connor and he has told the adults, which I'm very happy about. And he's like, oh, I got her license plate because I have a photographic memory. And they're like, okay, well, tell us that, please. And then Mr. Simpson is like, I'm sorry for disrupting your routine. Like, you're still gonna, like, you can use their computer again, but I have to be there with you. And then he talks about how he's like, in my day, I was a Frogger expert. I'm like, oh, Snake, you're the fucking best. I love you.
Also, I used to play Frogger on my Game Boy, and I loved it very much. It was my favorite.
Loved Frogger. And then we're with Jenna and Casey. I don't know where. They're like in an alleyway. I don't know where they are. And then
I feel like this is the same alleyway behind the dot that Marco came out to Spinner.
Probably. It's a pretty iconic alleyway. And then she's talking about how she's like almost 5 months along and Casey's being a real dick about it. And he's like, I can't do this. I'm not ready for this. Like, I can't believe that you waited this long, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
and he says, your stupid denial took away our options.
Yeah. And I'm like, shut up, Casey.
Here's the thing.
I mean, I get it.
Controversial opinion. Unpopular opinion. I'm on both of their sides. He should not abandon her, but also, like, her, like, refusing to look at this at all did, like, take away both of their options.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you, actually, because while this was all happening, I was like, I'm putting myself in Casey's shoes. He's like, I'm not ready for this. I don't want to be responsible for this. I know I'm not ready, which I'm like, I get that. You're a child.
He also has a very unstable life.
Exactly.
Like, he's barely keeping himself together. And she also doesn't have a super stable life. So
yeah,
it's like,
she like lives with her brother and like, yeah. And then he's like, if you want to keep it, I can't stop you. And he just bails, which I'm like, ugh, this is just rough for everybody.
It's just bad for everyone.
And then Connor and company are back together, and that's all I have written down.
They're all playing Frogger, and it's so cute. And Connor, like, tries to apologize to Dave, and he's, like, having trouble with it. And David's like, it's okay, I get it, man.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Nice. And then Jenna walks back to the car where her brother is, and she's like, well, looks like I'm a single mom or something.
So is she keeping this baby?
I feel like she must be keeping it. Or, I mean, she's either no matter what, she has to at least take it to term, because we learned that late-term abortion is probably not an option for her. But it seems like she's going to keep it. And her brother is being so supportive and is like, I'm going to be here for you. At the very least, he's going to have a really cool uncle. And she's like, and I'm still going to do Next Teen Star because what is her last name? Something's Never Quit.
Yeah, something like that.
I have already forgotten her last name, but they're like, we don't quit. Like, this is very nice. I'm glad she has her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she's still doing the show.
Yeah. But this baby is going to be a hard time.
Oh, yeah.
But then, yeah, that's the end. Spirit Squad Captain Dave and Wesley for telling Mr. Simpson about Lady Creep.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't give it to Jenna because I don't know.
Kind of Allie.
Yeah, Allie for being like, you need to take a test, girl.
Yeah.
Also, freaking 5 months. 5 months pregnant, you didn't realize? Like,
I think she admits that she realized and like just didn't want to deal with it.
That's true. But I'm like, God, Jenna would have been one of those ladies on that I didn't know I was pregnant show,
Yeah.
like giving birth in the toilet. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Ship. Riley and Zane,
and Zane, for sure.
Moral.
Don't try to bury a problem.
No. You have to face your problems, face your fears. Don't talk to people on the internet. Don't meet strangers off of the internet.
Stranger danger. Although, as two people who have done a fair amount of online dating, we don't follow that advice.
That's different.
Don't meet strangers that you met from the internet when you're
a child. Yeah. All right. Grapevine. I think we have an email from Kirsten. And basically she just sent us a bunch of photos of like what the actors look like now. So I'm just going to kind of read it and see how this goes. So I got down this rabbit hole of searching up Degrassi cast members that I haven't heard from in a while. For the most part, I follow a lot of the cast on social media, but there are a few that fell through the cracks, and now I need to share these discoveries because there are things happening. First, we have the actor who played Riley, who has apparently decided to become a weird, homeless-looking man with a crazy beard. Also, the first word on his Instagram bio is literally heterosexual. No kidding. Toxic masculinity at its finest. And yeah, he has like a weird, crazy beard now. And I guess he's really trying to distance himself from being gay. Next, I know we talked about Connor's glow up, but Wesley had one too, and I'm kind of losing my mind. I always thought he was cute, but now, holy fuck. I mean, sure.
I think he's cute.
Next, the weirdest one, which blew my mind, JT, who looks like a completely different human, and it makes me really uncomfortable. Yeah, I know we've found JT before, and he looks very different.
It's super weird.
Last but not least, I am officially in love with 2017 Mike Lobel. He's a beautiful man who's gotten only more beautiful as the years go by. I need him to be a teacher on next class so I can look at his face more. That is very true.
He's pretty.
Jay is still gorgeous.
Loving Jay.
Slightly unrelated, but Monroe Chambers, the person who plays Eli, has a twin brother, and all of their photos look like fan edits by some horny Degrassi fan who wants two Elis at the same time, but I swear it's a thing. Yeah, I mean, they don't look like identical.
No. Also, I tried to follow him on Instagram, but his Instagram's private.
Is it really?
Yeah, I requested it.
Did you request?
I requested it. Of course I did. But he has like 12,000 followers, so obviously he's just accepting everything.
Similar to Stacey Farber. She's private.
That's true.
She accepted us, though.
She did.
P.S. This photo exists. That's all. Do with it what you must. I might have to post this. It's Wesley dressed in like Cookie Monster gear with Allie, and it's a lot.
It's the most, but it's very good.
And she also sent a follow-up email about Lucas, a.k.a. Bear Juggalo. He's terrifying now. I found him after I sent my last email. I'm scared. Send help. And he's just like massive now, and he's bald with a beard.
It's a lot. It's
a lot.
The most.
But thank you, Kirsten, for bringing all of that to our attention. But that's all the Grapevine that we have. If you would like to be featured on a future Grapevine segment, you can tweet at us at DegrassiPod. We're on Instagram at DegrassiPod. You can email us at whateverittakespodcast@gmail.com. And we're on Tumblr, whateverittakespodcast.tumblr.com. You can listen to us pretty much anywhere. And if you are on Apple Podcasts, if you could rate, review, and subscribe, that would be super cool. And if you leave us a review, we will make up a Degrassi-inspired fan fiction about you on the show. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HollandTacular.
And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kelsex with a Z at the end. And before we recommend things, we're taking the week off for Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're taking 3 episodes off. We're not doing Christmas Eve, we're not doing in between, and we're not doing New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town. We're both gonna be at home. It's just it's not gonna be able to happen.
I'm gonna be traveling to 3 different states in the course of 4 days.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be in California, and it's not happening.
No.
But as far as recommending... Oh, also, we know we didn't do Leia's eulogy last episode. Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, not
Bye.
sorry.
You went to Harvard. Cool. But I'm going to recommend season 2 of the show Search Party. I just binge-watched that a couple of days ago. And it's as good as the first season, so you should watch it. You can watch everything on tbs.com. But it's really good.
I'm going to recommend an Instagram that actually, Holland, I think you would really love. It's Nathan the Beach Cat. So Nathan, Nathan _ the Beach Cat.
Oh, my God.
And he's this cat that lives in Australia, and he swims in the ocean.
Oh, my God.
And he just, chills. He's so cute. He's cute, and he swims in the goddamn ocean. He just, doggy paddles, but he's a little kitty.
So weird.
And he looks so happy.
Cool. But... that is all that we have for you guys today. Thank you as always to Jay for our wonderful theme song, and thank all of you for listening. Goodbye, Panthers.
Bye, Panthers.